Okay, well, welcome to our student research laboratories in here, which we use both for undergraduate dissertation research and also for our practicals throughout all of our curriculum. I'd like you to come in and see some of the things that we have on offer. We have little cubicles in here which are soundproofed. This one particularly has a one-way mirror in which you can observe people interacting with each other. So if you're interested in how people interact, the social psychology of that, you can observe from the other room, or we can actually film while that's happening as well. But it's a nice soundproof, secure room where people can do interviews and practice their clinical skills in that way. We also have other facilities in here on offer. We have other rooms where you can set up experiments. Students can set up experiments and do testing of various cognitive functions, for example, such as person's memory and so on, and their perception. We have a couple of those rooms which are bookable as well. We have a lot of wonderful software here which is maintained by our excellent technician. We have software here which is concerned with eyewitness identification, for example. Our students are interested in forensic psychology, might be interested in this topic, where students can assess people on how well they can remember perhaps the perpetrator of some simulated crime scene. And we're able to set that kind of thing up in here as well. We also use this room for demonstrating aspects of human perception, and we're able to do tests of how the visual system works, for example. We have some wonderful illusions over here on the wall that demonstrate the kind of things that we might show students, and how the brain can be deceived by what you see, for example, and we explain how that happens and why that happens. It's a very fascinating area of psychology. We also use this room for demonstrating aspects about the human brain. We get students in their very early days of doing their course with us to make a brain, and instead of actually using real brain material, we get them to do that with Play-Doh. So we have a lot of fun with our brain labs. As well as that, we have wonderful equipment here for students to conduct their own research, their own experiments. We've got lots of laptops. We use software in which they're able to present images and stimuli for people to respond to, and they can collect people's responses such as reaction time, that kind of thing, from this kind of equipment. As well as that, we've got equipment here which enables you to record aspects of a person's physiological responses while they're undergoing some psychological process or testing. So this BioPack equipment allows us to record someone's heart rate, for example, or perhaps whether they're sweating, whether you get what we call the lie detector response, the galvanic skin response. And this can all be hooked up to our wonderful screen here, so we can demonstrate that to students as well in our practicals. So fundamentally, we have lots of equipment, lots of facilities in here which are utterly bookable by students to conduct their own research in their independent investigations and dissertations, but we also use it in our student practicals as well. So a lovely kind of environment for teaching hands-on sort of practical things to students within small groups.
Hi, I'm David Biggs. I teach occupational psychology here at the University of Gloucestershire. I love occupational psychology mainly because I've been quite privileged in seeing a lot of different organisations, and they vary quite a lot. So from a nuclear reactor all the way through to a beryllium gauge manufacturer. So I've been quite privileged in having a look at those organisations and the people that work there. So that's me.
We are incredibly lucky to have this equipment. It's used at all levels of our teaching, from undergraduate practicals right through to postgraduate study and research, and staff research as well. So we're doing all sorts of fascinating research here. Everything from looking at how the brain reacts when it's creating some sort of artistic metaphor, so we're interested in the arts, we're interested in unconscious emotional processing, we're interested in how the brain reacts even when it's thinking about how to hit a cricket ball. And thinking about these sorts of things. So we're very, very fortunate to have this equipment. Not many universities are able to have this and to offer it to their undergraduate students in their classes.
Hi, my name's Dr. Julie Collins. I'm the subject group leader for psychological sciences here at the University of Gloucestershire. The students are all very well supported. They're well supported by each other, and they form great support groups, including the Psychological Society, but they also feel very well supported by the staff and the technicians. It's a real family.
Hi, my name's Steve Baker. I'm a PhD student here at the University of Gloucestershire, and I'm studying the role of intuition and emotion in decision making. I first got interested in psychology at A-level, where I found that you could use the scientific method to study people and people's behaviour.
Hello, I'm Di Catherwood. I'm Professor of Psychology here in the School of Natural and Social Sciences at University of Gloucestershire, and I teach both basically about the brain. I teach about the neuroscience that underlies all of the things that make us human. What is it that the brain does that allows us to think and feel and hope and dream and have fun basically in life? And I began my love affair with psychology a long time ago in Australia, and that brought me to a career here in Britain as well. And I hope that if you come to psychology, you'll share with me the wonder and amazement and fascination that I have for the human brain and what it allows us to do. And it's always interested me how this little bit of matter can allow us to focus on the smallest grain of sand and to ponder the tiniest thing in our daily lives, but at the same time allows us to escape our bounds of everyday existence and to be able to think about the cosmos and the universe, which we will never actually explore physically. So how wonderful it is to be in a position to be able to study that organ, that little organ in the head, the human brain, and to find out how it allows us to do all these amazing human things. Psychology at the University of Gloucestershire will acquaint you with all of the core aspects of human psychology, and it will allow you to understand human psychology from many different perspectives. We study not only the underlying neuroscience of human psychology, but also the social factors and the interpersonal factors that make us who we are, that make us human. And so hopefully you'll share that journey with us.